Now let's take you to politics, and that is expected to play out at the burial of former Kangema MP Tiras Ngahu as politicians allied to President Uhuru Kenyatta and Deputy President William Ruto attend. Of interest mostly is the message from President Kenyatta Wednesday at Sagana, where he declared support for ODM leader Raila Odinga. NTV's Kennedy Mureithi is live on the ground. Kennedy, good to see you. What's the mood like on the ground?
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Smith, there in our Nairobi studios. And as you've asked about the mood here, already the number of people who've attended this burial is in their hundreds. But the politicians are already taking their position at the front where the casket is. And we've already seen several leaders, top leaders from this county, led by Transport Cabinet Secretary, that is James Macharia, who is leading the delegation and also carrying the president's message. President Uhuru Kenyatta was expected at this particular burial, noting the fact that Mr. Tiras Ngahu, who came into power in 2012, was a member of the National Alliance, that is TNA, and he was actually referred to as TNA1. So the president had a lot of sentimental value, and we do understand that he was supposed to be here, but he has sent Cabinet Secretary James Macharia, who comes from this area. But what we've also been able to see, Smriti, is the fact that we've seen a number of gubernatorial aspirants in the forthcoming election, that is including Mr. Jamlek Kamau, a former cabinet secretary, and the current senator for this particular area, that is Mr. Irungu Kangata, who have already taken their positions. So we do expect probably also they have come with some of their supporters, or their supporters from this area in Kangema will be probably even speaking or even cheering them on as they do speak. We've also seen former Gatanga Member of Parliament, that is Mr. Peter Kenneth, and the current Gatanga Member of Parliament, who have already gotten here, and we do expect that there's a probability that all these people will be taking cue from President Uhuru Kenyatta's message yesterday at Sagana, where he declared support for Raila Odinga, but also in probably pushing for that particular narrative. Deputy President Uhuru Kenyatta was able to call out his deputy for having taken public funds and used them for campaigning, and probably that might take effect. Remember, the president went on a scathing attack on some members of the clergy, saying that they have been part of the conduit that has been used by his deputy in trying to sanitize money that has been taken from the public coffers. So this particular meeting and the political undertones that may come out of it are what we will be looking out for, and what the president will also be saying through Cabinet Secretary Macharia. So that particular messaging and that particular clash, we do expect it at this particular burial, noting that it is a politician's burial. So we are keeping a close eye to know what is going to be said and the kind of undertones and the politics that is going to play here, noting that also this particular weekend we are looking forward to two national delegate conventions, that is from ODM and from Jubilee, where it is actually even said that President Uhuru Kenyatta may now name Raila Odinga by name and saying that this is the direction that I want to go. Also, Irungu Kangata will be selling the UDA agenda. So we are keeping tabs on what is going to be happening, and we will be preparing a bigger story for our subsequent bulletins. But as of now, we will only wait to see what comes out of it. Smith.
Yeah, Kennedy, thanks very much. And it certainly will be unfortunate if politics does play out at that burial function, even though the late MP, of course, is a politician.